good? Sync. Stand here for Check the Tech. I'm here with Raul Resendiz, my old buddy.
How's it going?
Good, good. With Focusrite and Novation, and he's going to kind of clue us into what's going on, what's new for 2012, maybe even what's coming?
Yes.
All right, so what's going on? What do we have here?
Welcome to Winter NAMM 2012. Focusrite and Novation's happy to be here. One of the two major things we're really pushing right now is Novation's newest keyboard controller range called the Impulse. We make them in 3 formats, 25, 49, and 61. Here we have the 49. And the cool thing about this is that this is the keyboard controller for the guy that uses multiple DAWs. The guy that uses, you know, Reason, Cubase, so-and-so. It's a hub. You have drum pads, you have control sliders and knobs, and of course you have the keys. So if I could walk you through it, the first thing you got to know about Novation is that we are in our 4th revision of our famous AutoMap software. What that means to people who make music is that you no longer have to know how to assign your knobs. All you have to do is launch a plugin or launch a virtual instrument and everything just gets assigned, okay? Let me show you, if you guys can see here, some of the new things you'll find on this keyboard that you won't find on any others. First and foremost, you'll see that these are backlit, so that's cool for, you know, instant feedback, obviously, but it's also pressure sensitive. So as you can see on the screen there, as I press it, it's really sensitive.
Awesome.
That's great for, you know, creating some drum pads, dim the lights a bit, it's great. But in addition to that, if you hit roll, and you press and hold it, it rolls. Similar to an MPC 2000, kind of people love that machine, so there you go.
And it does what, 8th note, 16th?
Yeah, it's variable. It depends on either the tempo of your DAW or the tempo of what you set it to. Okay. 16th, 30 seconds. It's very interchangeable. You also have this other feature called ARP for arpeggiation. Watch the pads here. They change the color. Oh. Well, they will after I pressure here. When you turn the ARP on, they turn green, indicating when I hold down a chord, as you can see, it dances for you. It does a step sequence style. What that tells you is that, hey, this is my arpeggiation melody. But what's cool about it is I can actually turn certain pads on and off to create my own melody on the fly. I think that's really cool for the guys that are making dance music, any type of cool style effects. That's unique to the Impulse keyboard controllers.
And how many patterns are in there? Can you create your own patterns?
You can actually create your own patterns by turning the pads on and off, but if I hold down Shift and press ARP, I can actually change the setting to trigger up to 96 steps per these 8 pads, so you can really get creative in the way you want to use it.
Awesome. I had a question now. How is this different from the SL series, and are you still going to produce the SL series?
Good question. Yes, we are. This is not replacing the SL. If anything, it complements it because, again, like I said earlier, this is for the guy that wants some control, but not everything.
Okay.
The guy that wants the ultimate control, the real tweaker, the knob gobbler, the SL is still the ultimate, the best, most intelligent MIDI controller out there.
And that is working with the new AutoMap software as well, the SL.
Yes. AutoMap 4 is now available with all Novation controllers. It's free to all Novation controller users. And before this, we had AutoMap 3 and AutoMap 3 Pro, and 4 replaces all of that now. Okay. So it's free for everyone. And again, the SLs are still there. You get more knobs, different keys, different beast. Okay. Again, I think it's great. You don't want to offer, you know, everything to someone who just kind of uses a few things. But for the guy that wants control, the SLs are definitely the keyboard for it.
Great. So are the keyboard mechanisms the same as the SL, or how do they differ?
No, they're not. On the SL, it's different because we have a Fatar key action on the SL.
Okay.
On this key bed, it's not. Again, this is more of a waterfall action, but it still feels great. And what we found is that this has a 5 times better response than any other controller on the market. What that means to users is that when I'm playing, it's more expressive because it reacts better to my playing.
Now, is there aftertouch, polyphonic aftertouch?
All of that good stuff.
Wow.
Now, the best part of this, I'll save the best for last. If you're an Ableton Live user, you'll love this feature. It's called Quick Launch. You press both the roll and ARP button together, and what that does is it turns these buttons, these drum pads, into a mini launch pad.
Wow.
So that's a great feature. It triggers clips, scenes. Ableton Live comes alive, and again, you're
and this
still
is exclusive to this series as opposed to the SL.
Exactly. Again, it's something new for the Impulse, but at the same time, it's a great feature.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I'm glad you showed us a little bit of the differences. I noticed also you moved away from the pad and to the...
Yeah, you know, again, this is a keyboard controller hub, your main hub for music production. So we wanted to give you all the, you know, the bells and whistles that you're used to, and you know, we don't just give you 8 sliders, we give you 9. We have control for the guy who wants to, you know, do volume, plugins, virtual instruments, and of course, a nice big transport to go along with that. So with Novation, you know, it's really about focusing on music, not focusing on the product. It's about the music.
Awesome. Now, does this come with any other software other than the AutoMap?
This comes, if I'm not mistaken, sorry if I may be corrected here, you get Ableton Live Lite in the box. Okay. And that way it's a great way to start with your music production, you know, if you don't have anything to start with. But yes, it comes with AutoMap 4, Ableton Live Lite, and loops from Loop Masters. Okay,
great. Yes. And the AutoMap will allow you to use it with Record, Reason, Logic.
Yes. All the big guys, and it's a great thing. And again, the good thing about AutoMap is that, you know, when you install it, it checks your computer and says, hey, you know, these are the plugins you have. And it just unlocks the control so that when you do launch it, it's ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah. And just to say, we were the first to do something like this. It was the impossible. How do I just launch something and it just works? AutoMap has been around since 2006.
Yeah, because there's probably a lot of people that have controller keyboards out there that have never assigned half of the things on their controller.
In my experience, kind of what you said is, you know, we find that when you buy a controller, you tend to move something until something moves. But what if you want to actually move something yourself? With AutoMap, it's as easy as hitting learn and moving it if it isn't already assigned with AutoMap.
Yeah, you just learn to use it for what it's already been assigned for, not for what you want it for. And in this case, AutoMap is...
I'm making music a whole lot better now. I love AutoMap.
Awesome. Well, Raul, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Up next, we talk to Revis of BKE about their Beat Thing Groove Machine. That's next in Part E.